Hey everybody, welcome to the BivyPack Graveyard. So I'm in Mississippi right now, my buddy's place, and he used to let me use this place as a sort of workshop to work on BivyPacks, as well as just hang out and chill. And he's moving. Pretty awesome actually. He's actually selling everything, house included, and just gonna hit the road and kind of live out an RV trailer sort of thing. So I just came to clear some stuff out, wound up dog sitting, a couple dogs here while they're out of town before they come back and just dump everything. So I found a box with all these old BivyPacks in it from over the years. I think starting with this one from like 2013 or 14. And yeah, just wanted to show them to you and also have this video for myself because I'm probably going to toss all these because they're either worn out or stripped for parts or whatever. So I'll be able to look back at Bivy's past. So let's just jump into it. So the first time I did a Kickstarter for the BivyPacks, I think it was 2013 or 14, something like that. That's when I had a version that was sort of good enough to share with other people. And it took me a couple months to fulfill. Nice work, dog. Fulfill all those orders and stuff, and I was just kind of going crazy, and I was like, I'm gonna reward myself with one that's a little different. So I made this one with like this different brown material that I kept on eyeballing. I was like, yeah. So it was sort of similar to that first BivyPack, but few differences in the fabric, of course, and I just really liked it. It made me feel good leaving there like, all right, everyone's got their BivyPacks, and I got like a slightly fresher kind of one that I like to hit the road with. That one. Had that one for a while, I suppose. And then this one that dog's enjoying was one of my favorites, actually. This one I had for a while. I'd won this trip to Nepal, just a contest. That's a whole nother story. And I was about to just be out of the country and just wanted to make a new one. So this other material had come out, this waterproof breathable material. So I made the whole thing out of like one giant piece. I also really like that idea, just like very few seams. It was all waterproof breathable, so it was like super comfortable to sleep in and easier to make than some of the other ones. Still, you know, tricky. It's also the first time that I made a jacket, which turned out great. This jacket lasted for several iterations, long past this one. So yeah, it was pretty good work for my first jacket. I had this thing for years. Also the same waterproof breathable material, all blue, it matched. It was great. You'll notice like not all of them have the frames in there. This one did. So that one lasted a good while, and then while I was traveling with it, I just got more and more ideas and eventually settled on the BivyPack design that you guys might know, the one that's actually for sale on freestyletravelgear.com, the last Kickstarter that I did. This was the prototype for that one, the original prototype. So, excuse me, dog, excuse me. Sorry, didn't mean to disturb you there. So this one's not even waterproof. This was purely just the alpha prototype, just to make sure that all my dimensions were right and things were good to go without wasting like really good material. So this is kind of my go-to prototype fabric. It's kind of just a cheap little ripstop nylon. And made this one and it worked. So I made it out of the materials I wanted. Tested that, iterations, traveling, and eventually it became the BivyPack that, like I said, freestyletravelgear.com, and anyone who supported the last Kickstarter, that's the one that you have, and it's still for sale. So that was a good tried and true one. Once I had made a bunch of those, again, sort of rewarded myself with like a special one. So this is pretty much an identical design to that main one, but I made it out of just different colors and dynamic composite fabrics, so same patterns and everything, just different materials, just like a little bit lighter, slightly thinner carbon fiber pole, dynamic composite fabric floor. Pretty similar, a couple different changes that I made, but basically identical except for the actual fabrics used. So I traveled with this once I hit the road after making a bunch of those. Enjoyed that one, and then I got this idea, kind of different. I wanted like a fully ventilated, fully bug bivy. So I made that, and instead of being attached to the backpack like all the other ones, there was the frame in here, and it would slide into the back of this backpack, so it's still acting as the frame of the backpack, but it was able to be separate as well as the backpack. And I'll tell you more about this in a second. And I made this as like a rain cover to the bug bivy that would attach to the same trusty and true jacket. Man, I love this thing. So I just added buttons to this and buttons to this. They're snapped together, become one big tarp for the whole thing. And it was pretty good, unless it was super buggy, because what I didn't think of is that the bottom would still like rest, the netting would rest on my legs, and the bugs could just bite through that. So if it was hot and buggy, I'd either have to get bit by bugs or put my sleeping bag quilt over my legs and be hot, but not bug bitten. So I'm like, oh, I kind of overlooked that when I made this. So eventually I made the pandemic pack. So if you go on my channel, this Hobo Lifestyle is the channel, by the way, hit subscribe, all that stuff. But no, the pandemic pack video, that shows off the one that I'm using now, which uses the same form factor. I really ended up liking the form factor of this backpack. It was a lot smaller than the ones that I normally made. So I like that just because I was just getting less and less stuff. So I made it sort of the same material, same form factor basically, but I went back to incorporating the bivy totally attached to the pack. As you'll see, you can watch the pandemic pack video and see it's pretty badass. I like it. There's still some kinks to be worked out. It's not something I'll be selling anytime soon. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. I made a new jacket finally and totally incorporated it, as you'll see in that video. This was the prototype for that jacket. Just one sleeve, again, the same junky material, just to get the dimensions right, make sure the sleeve was cool, make sure the length was good. And actually I have that jacket right here, the one I'm currently using, and you'll see in that pandemic pack video. That's right here. And I love this thing. It's just so light, and it's like trench coat style. It's badass. So yeah, man, these things right here have been all over the world, dozens of countries. I've slept in some sketchy spots, and just the hours behind the sewing machine, hours sitting in front of SketchUp, working things out, making patterns. Whew, damn near a decade of memories and stuff that went into this. Pretty cool. Yeah, so that's the BivyPacks right there. Other than that, if this is before May 5th, I've got another YouTube channel called Hopping. It's my backpacking beer adventure show. Currently running a Kickstarter to get the funds to make that next season happen with my buddy. So if it's before May 5th, you can go to Kickstarter.com and search for hopping beer or beer hopping, or I'll put a link in the description. There you go. If it's after May 5th, you can just go to youtube.com/hopping and watch us go to breweries and hitchhike and probably sleep in a version of these along the way. Just good times. All right, that's it. Hope you guys are having a great time, whether you're traveling or chilling or planning your next trip. Good times. I'm gonna be hanging here with the dog. All right, see you guys.